Alright, so I'm Sovereign Sage, and I finally unlocked Ayato Story Quest. I still haven't even edited all the other videos I uploaded, so they're probably going to be uploaded all at the same time. But that's just usually how I do things. I always upload my videos in clusters, and there's usually about 10 to 15 of them at a time. I never exceed more than 20 videos a day, but that's just how I do things on my channel. And I've been doing that for years now, like the last 4 years actually. Possibly 5, but I want to say the last 4. I've always done that. Mainly because I'm one of those people that don't like getting stuck having to wait for like the next part of something. I prefer to have all parts of something so that I can watch them in order. Usually when I watch other people's videos, I hate waiting for parts. I kind of like if that person like uploads all parts all at once, but usually most people don't record each part to every video game they're playing in parts, but most people do record them all in one sitting. They'll sit there and play for hours and then just release a video like every week or something, but I don't. So since I'm one of those people that don't like have to waiting for parts and I like to keep watching something, that's why I do things the way I do them. Especially when it comes to story chapters, I never just upload one part of it and leave it. I usually complete the whole thing, even if it takes a long time. I do the same thing with the Hangouts, too. I also got Xiao, if you couldn't tell. I actually got him earlier, but since it's already past midnight, technically I got him yesterday. Because now today is Wednesday. No, today's Thursday. So yeah, I got him yesterday. I need to get him a artifact set though. I don't have anything to get to him right now. But I need to get him the Viridescence and the Gladiator for attack. He is animal though, but that's where the Viridescence comes from. I don't have anything to give him right now. So you can see where he joined me. But I think in order for me to see that, I have to actually click on him from the other menu. This menu. Character archive. It'll say join party on 6/15/22. So it'll tell you when I got characters. I got her and Changyin on the same day. Really? I think it is cool how it tells you when you got characters. Alright. Yeah, so we're doing Ayato Story Quest, which is the Cypressus Custos Chapter Act 1. So once I do his, we might do Yai Mako's, and then I'll do Yelan's. But I'm actually trying to save keys for the Hangouts, because these are all the ones that I've completed over here. I didn't do Bennett's, though. So the only one that got 2 is Noelle, and just Noelle. She's the only one who's had 2. So I don't know who I'm gonna do next, because we still have Sayu and Beto, Goro, Yunjin, and Ningguang. For Hangouts, I don't know who I'm gonna start with next, because Sayu's is cute. So maybe I'll do Sayu, then Yunjin, then Goro, then Ningguang, and then Beto last. So the Fearmana leaf falls. So new shoots from old branches. As you and Paimon pass by the Ogura textiles and kimonos, you bump into 2 rather familiar people. It might be... I wonder if it's Ayaka and Toma. And then we meet her brother. Because they're the only 2 that would hang out together here in this area. don't know what that lady's going on about. I'm just walking. Everything's pop loading.
Those two look familiar.
Are those the ones we ran into at the very beginning where Toma helped us out in that argument, or no?
Ah, it's Ipe and Shinojo!
Remind me who they are again? Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm saying right now. I'll just say, so it is.
Guess they must be good friends, huh? Anyway, let's go say hi.
Alright. With a dog. I clicked it like 4 times.
Hi, Shinojo. What are you guys doing here?
Oh, it's you. Thanks so much for your help last time. I was just ordering some clothes when I ran into him.
You know these two as well?
Yes, they helped me and Master Kamaji out a great deal last time. I've never had the chance to say thank you properly. What about you? How do you know them?
Also a chance encounter. Our Lady had them join us as additional guards for a goods escort in order to sneak out of Rito undetected.
So we all know each other, huh? What a coincidence.
Yeah, that was the one guy who cared for that lady who was like, had like an affair with somebody else. Like, she was supposed to be marrying, I think, that guy, but then it turned out she was already had feelings and was in a relationship with someone else or something. I do kind of remember that, yeah.
Not exactly. We've only just met. We both came here to order some clothes and got to chatting. Somehow we ended up on the topic of Master Kamaji and Lady Hiragi's relationship. Wait, it's okay to talk about that, right?
It's probably fine. They've known about it for a long time already.
Oh, yeah! Paimon remembers those two had a thing. In fact, that was why Chisato wanted us to deliver a letter. That's old news, though. So why has it come up now? Are they taking the next step or something?
Oh my god.
We have reason to suspect that they'll be getting married soon.
Wow, that's great! They can finally make it official!
That dog is losing it.
Of course, this is just personal speculation. They haven't announced anything, and we wouldn't dare to ask.
I was instructed to place an order for some formal wear for a big banquet. Turns out that Ipe received the exact same instructions as I did.
They're both preparing for a banquet at the same time. They're both purchasing the kind of fine wine and confectionery normally reserved for big festivals. It's hard not to put 2 and 2 together.
Lady Hiragi has been in high spirits recently, and I heard she's on a diet as well. Surely it's all for the wedding.
This is wonderful news! But,
What's wrong? Oh, don't mind me. She's about to be happily married to the love of her life. I genuinely couldn't be happier for her.
Yeah, because he was gonna marry her, but then she turned out she had someone else. He was the guy that her father arranged for her to marry, because he's like one of the guards in his army or some crap.
Right? I think so too. It's fantastic.
Yes, but we shouldn't let ourselves get overexcited. What if it's all a big misunderstanding? As things stand, we have no actual proof of a wedding. Now, if they sent me out to deliver wedding invitations, that would be a different story.
Shinoju doesn't look like he's taking this very well at all.
Hey, you seem upset.
Sorry, I just haven't slept well recently.
Dude, same. I haven't slept well in the last 2 weeks. Join me, why don't you?
I'm ashamed to be so out of sorts at work. I'm not living up to my responsibilities, either to the Kanjo Commission or to my lady.
Are you worried about their wedding?
Not exactly, it's just everything feels kind of up in the air until they make it official.
I get what you mean, I really do. We need this wedding to be set in stone before the celebrations can really begin.
Actually, you don't get what he means at all.
What should we do? Should we just straight up ask them?
I don't know. It seems a bit rude.
Well, since this is a wedding between 2 commissions, the Asha Commissions oversees wedding ceremonies. They'll know something.
Right! If Ayato knows about it, that means it's a sure thing!
I don't think it's a good idea to bother the Yashiro Commission about this.
It's fine. She and Ayato are practically best buds. There's nothing to worry about.
I see. Then thank you. Thank you very much. Having a definite answer will stop my thoughts from running wild.
Let's go to the Kamisato estate!
And then get slapped in the face by her brother. He'll just be like, yo, what are you doing? Yeah. 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 I gotta do this or it's not gonna stop telling me. Sometimes when I try to scroll through these to get these, sometimes it's like it gets stuck and it doesn't want to do it. Kinda bizarre. I don't know why I did that. I could have just clicked it and it would have made it a lot faster than what the hell I just did. It's just if I don't do it, the game will keep telling me. There's like a little thing that pops up constantly telling me. Another thing that was weird too is I got a letter from Venti earlier. I don't know why, he just like sent me a weird letter and I was like, what? Like there wasn't anything in the game that indicated that he was like interested in me. I don't mean it like that, I mean interested as in like an interaction with him. Nothing came up, and nothing has either. But earlier, he like sent me this, and I was like, what? What the hell? Why would he send that to me? But it's alright. He was just like, oh! I mean, not really, but yeah. I hate when I try to select the thing and it just freaks out. I was also supposed to go back to my Serenity Pod to farm the plants that I planted. Like the flowers and stuff. I guess their time is up. I also recently, because I've gotten Xiao and I've also gotten Kaching, I did character voice lines for all characters in a separate video where you bring them in and you talk to them. But unfortunately, because I literally just got him today or yesterday and her a couple days ago, I haven't brought him or her in to talk to them, so I have some lines that I can do to see what they'll say. You kind of have to talk to them for a while too, so... yeah. So I'm curious to see what they'll say. But like I said, it's not really easy, because you have to bring them in and talk to them consecutively, and it's like, ugh. See, child isn't max, a friendship. See, when you talk to them, it builds their level, and keeping them inside the Serenity Pot over a long period of time also raises like their familiarity. So Barbara's is almost max, so once she gets max, I can take her out. Changyun's has already been max. Hers is almost max too, so her and Barbara can get replaced quite soon actually, and then I might bring Kaching and Xiao in their places, if that's the case. Problem is, I don't know if I can put them outside. Barbara is outside.
This place impresses me every time I come here.
Inside.
It's so magnificent, but still so elegant.
Yeah, that texture, I don't think I can make anything like that by hand. It is kind of like, how would you make that? Takes a lot of wood skill, and the sun is getting brighter.
We'll just wait here. We don't want to cause any extra trouble for you.
Ayato wouldn't mind.
Honestly, even if we did come with you, we wouldn't know what to say or do once we were inside. So we'll just leave you to it.
That line, my mind took it the wrong way, and I'm gonna just not do that.
Alright then, we won't be long.
So I could talk to him again, but I don't, well...
Not to pry, but it seems like there's something on your mind. Do you want to talk about it?
It's nothing. I just didn't sleep well, that's all. Really, I'm fine.
He's not. Because he had feelings with her and he knows that she's marrying somebody else. It is kind of hard when you have feelings for somebody and you find out that they're with someone or marrying someone else. I've had that happen, so... I know the feeling. All you can do is be happy for them. If you really care for that person, like, just like that saying goes, if you really love someone, then you'll let them go. Picture them as a butterfly. Would you want to keep it in a cage, or would you want to let them free? you truly care for someone enough, then you'll care enough to see them happy, rather if it's with you or someone else. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it is. But if you really care for them, then you only want the best for them, right? So if they're happy with someone else other than you, then really what can you do? Toma.
Without looking at the board, you've ruined my strategy in one move. Amazing. Now what should I do next?
Ayato, Toma, it's us!
Hey guys, it's been a while. If you're looking for my lady, I'm afraid she's not here right now.
Oh? That voice. Toma, would that happen to be the traveler?
Yes.
Greetings, traveler. Ayaka speaks of you constantly. Finally, today is the day. I am head of the Kamisato clan and Yashiro commissioner. Kamisato Ayato.
Wow, I finally get to meet you. That's odd, right?
Greetings, both. I have long been indebted to you on my sister's behalf. Finally, I have the chance to express my profoundest gratitude to you in person.
You're a lot taller than I thought you'd be.
Ayaka is out today. If you are here regarding anything related to the Kamisato clan, you are quite welcome to discuss it with me instead.
Okay.
Oh, hi! Your flattering words flattered us. Please excuse the suddenness of our visit, for it is most improper etiquette.
Why on earth are you talking like that?
Because we've been hanging out with you lately.
Well, he seems like a pretty powerful person. He's already working his way up Paimon's list of people to never mess with. As soon as he stands up, the whole atmosphere in the room changes, and it feels like you gotta be super polite.
Yeah.
You shower me with praise undeserved, my little guest. There is no need to be quite so formal. This is a private residence, so please, relax.
How can I when this is like the first time I met you and you're the head of the Kamisato clan? What do you expect me to do, Jesus Christ? It's like me meeting the fucking president.
Oh, good. Because that whole spiel was really tiring just now. Alright, now that that's over, Paimon's just gonna ask the question.
Paimon goes from polite to presumptuous in a split second. So adaptable, Paimon. That makes me sound smart, but I'm gonna just...
We heard a rumor that Kujo Kamaki and Hiroki Chisato are gonna get married soon. Do you know anything about that?
Oh? I wouldn't have thought you'd heard about that yet.
As it happens, we've crossed paths with them before.
I see. Well, it's true. It wasn't long ago that I received the news myself. The head clans of 2 commissions are to become joined through marriage. This is big news for the whole of Inazuma. Since the Yashiro Commission presides over cultural and ceremonial affairs, it closely involves us, too.
Yes. And since the commissions are kind of the face of the almighty shogun to the masses, this wedding is one that we have to treat as a serious affair.
Right! Makes sense. Aw, 2 true lovers becoming husband and wife. What a happy occasion.
Sometimes, not always.
It is. High-profile matrimonial links between 2 commissions are extremely rare. But these 2 truly love each other. Tradition should give way to freedom in this case.
All right then. I'll be sure to pay them a visit to send the best wishes of the Kamisato clan.
No need. I'll visit them personally this time.
Oh my fucking god.
Huh? But you have other things to be doing.
I'm not gonna... I knew what I was gonna say, and I didn't say it. Oh, that was weird. I felt a feeling welling up inside of me, and I was like, no.
This is a marriage between the Kujo clan and the Hiragi clan. The Kamisato clan must demonstrate an appropriate level of respect. The work of the Yashiro Commission is indeed multifarious. Normally, weddings and other ceremonies would come under the supervision of my sister, but she is presently occupied with other matters, and I happen to have a little time to spare. This will be a good chance for me to pay a visit to the bride and groom. Oh, would you two care to join me?
You mean us?
I presume you two have a special connection with the individuals in question, or you would not be quite so interested in this matter. This being the case, why not come and offer your best wishes too? Or is my presumption incorrect?
Oh, it's not as interesting as you make it sound. No special connections here. Super ordinary ones, actually. We just agreed to help deliver a letter this one time, that's all. Although, wait. Does that mean we helped make this wedding happen?
Paimon, don't overestimate your contribution here. Romantic relationships are determined by fate.
All right, then.
But still, let's go see them.
I cannot thank you enough. Your mere presence shall surely mean we are spared the futile pursuit known as small talk.
Wait, you're the Yashiro commissioner, but you can't do small talk?
Small talk is a chore. Of course, there are some people in the world who quite enjoy doing chores, but I am not one of them. Toma, I'm heading out with my two guests now. I'll leave the residence in your capable hands.
Not a problem. Take care, my lord.
I like Toma. I wanted to try to get in, but the game was like, screw you.
What's wrong? Are you worried about having to be on your best behavior around my lord? Don't be nervous. He's actually pretty easy to get along with.
Man, you're also taller than I thought you'd be. He's the same height as Charles, I think.
Well, the vast majority of the time, at least.
You seem unpleased. Alright, pretty boy, I'll see you later. Here. Feel like I'm losing my mind. Yeah, PSN wasn't working a bit ago, and like now it is, but like now my phone's freaking out. Seriously, what the hell was that just now? It freaked out on me. I don't know what's wrong with it. It wasn't like working. Even a friend of mine told me it wasn't, and I tried looking at it on actual PSN, on the PS4, and it really wasn't working. I don't know what was going on. Right into the water, shit.
I'm sure the Kamisato plan.
The way he said that. It's Kamisato, not Kamisato, but I guess it means either way.
Ah, you're finally...
Oh, Yashiro Commissioner!
Who are these two?
They're friends of ours. Paimon will do the introductions.
You introduce your companions to Ayato and update them on the situation.
So it's true.
Oh, he's gonna cry.
Well, there we have it. That's it then. So be it.
Great, so our hunch was spot on.
It is a little inappropriate for me to have shared news of this magnitude with you. So I would be much obliged if you could keep it in strict confidence until an official public announcement is made.
Don't worry, sir. We give you our word. We won't tell anyone about it.
That puts my mind at ease. Now, on the topic. We'd like to pay a visit to the Kujo clan. Would you mind leading the way for us?
Of course not. I'd be honored.
I guess this is where I... Goodbye then.
Aw, cheer up, Shinojo.
I'll try. Thank you.
I like how Ayato didn't say anything to that. He's like, look at this fake crying dude in front of me. The Kujo, haven't seen them in a long time. Because the Sara or Sarah, whatever, Kujo Sara, Kujo. They always put the last names first, because that's just Japanese tradition. What? He phased through the door. He was off the ground. His feet were in the door. He's walking on air. Must be some kind of magic. Oh, God. What's this music? Hello.
All right then. Please excuse me. I'll leave you to it from here.
Okay. Thanks, Ethan.
Click, 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 click. You can't click it until they walk. That's the way this game's set up.
I apologize that your impromptu visit comes at a busy time for us, Commissioner. Otherwise, you can be sure that we would have prepared a more extravagant reception.
I don't mean to impose, Sir Kujo. In fact, I'm not here on official business at all. I heard the good news about yourself and Lady Hiragi. What a glorious marital alliance this shall be. Given the close ties between our clans, it seemed only right that I should come and offer the Kamisato clan's congratulations in person.
I'm truly honored. I hope the news didn't come as too much of a surprise.
Hey there! We came to congratulate you as well!
How have you been?
Since the incident with the Takatsu clan, things in the Tenryou Commission have slowly started to stabilize. I'm still acclimating to the position of acting head of the clan. I just hope I'm up to the task, so I can live up to everyone's expectations.
You're far too modest. The public thinks very highly of you. They say you're hardworking, upright, and responsible.
I'm flattered, but I wouldn't have achieved anything without the support of my people. Thanks to them, everything is gradually stabilizing. And I finally had the chance to focus a little on my personal life.
Well, you're certainly making big progress in that department.
Sounds like it was worth sending that letter.
Come on now, you're embarrassing me.
How's the gushing of this
Pardon me,
It's perfectly all right. Please, continue. I'm quite content to listen. It's a joyous occasion. Light-hearted is exactly how things should be. Really, who stays stony-faced when talking about a wedding?
You're right. But I am curious to know, what's your honest opinion on the whole thing? Do you think it's too sudden?
Of course not. Where there is true love, nothing should be allowed to stand in its way. No doubt people will offer you a colorful variety of opinions. But of course, you will have factored this into your decision, and I'm sure you are prepared for whatever challenges may lie ahead.
Indeed I am.
So please be confident. When your mind is made up, you ought not be worried about things for which you are already well prepared. Nevertheless, there is just one small aspect of this that puzzles me a little.
Please, go ahead.
You've been working hard to bring the Tenryou Commission in line. This is positive, and no doubt the beginning of important change. But on the other side of this equation, Lady Hiragi's father, Hiragi Shinsuke, is still in prison. If you choose now, of all moments, to announce a marriage between the Hiragi and Kujo clans, the kinds of rumors that may begin to spread both among the general public and in the Kanjo Commission are not likely to be in either of your best interests.
Yeah. Couldn't have put it better myself, Sir Kamisato. This has been my biggest concern for quite a while now. Hiragi Shinsuke is firmly against me having any contact at all with Chisato. In the past, we've always had to communicate in secret by sending letters. So although now may not look like the best timing for this marriage, it may well be the only opportunity we have.
Oh, that guy? Yeah, he acts like a sweet old man, but he was determined to make as much trouble for us as possible. Oh, he is the worst.
I can see where you're coming from, but you're only postponing the problem, not solving it. You will still have to face it sooner or later.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. But since Chisato had the courage to ask me to marry her in spite of everything, how can I disappoint her?
Oh, so she proposed to you.
Well, sort of. She raised the idea in a letter. After some initial hesitation, I went to meet her and have a serious conversation about our future. It's funny, actually, because when I formally proposed to her in person, she denied having ever written that letter. So coy.
Huh? Really?
I guess she's pretty shy. Maybe she prefers things to be more implicit.
She didn't say. She just acted confused by the whole thing. She really committed to it. I'll never forget the look on her face.
Oh.
It almost looks like somebody else sent a fake letter. Maybe there's something else going on.
Anyway, as her boyfriend, I knew she was just pretending. So I played along and said, I was only joking about the letter, and then I proposed. After making some disgruntled noises about me making a stupid joke, she blushed and said yes. We spent that afternoon working through all the details of the wedding.
Okay. So you discussed it and decided on a date.
We did. I guess it was a chance to finally express our commitment to one another, clearly and completely. And you know what? I think it was about time.
What the
No matter what happens next, I will always be there for her as the one person she can always rely on.
Oh, give me a break. Sorry, but Byron's been wanting to say this the whole time. Is it just this dude, or does everyone in love act like this? He just won't stop talking.
Nothing can stop him from sharing his love story. I think he can't help it.
Apologies, my friends. And also to Sir Kamisato. I must sound like a fool.
Far from it. On the contrary, seeing you so positively smitten puts my mind at rest. No surer evidence could there be of your true feelings and your commitment. If I had any reservations before, I certainly don't now. I wish you a joyous wedding when the day comes.
Yeah, even if it's kind of irritating to see you all smug like this, it's still a happy occasion. Good luck on the day, and have a happy wedding.
Oh, the lighting is on correct.
Thank you all. It means a lot.
We came here at nighttime and now it's day. How long have we been standing here?
We have some other business to attend to now. Until next time.
Very well. I'll see you out.
Part ways with Kujo Kamanji. Ayato seems to have some more to say to you. Shouldn't there be a period at the end of that? Okay. I'll just, We gotta wait for it to load. It stutters a little bit.
He seems busy. That must be true for anyone about to get married, right? It's a happy kind of busy, though.
See how her outfit's not textured in? There it goes. So, with the way my game is, if they teleport me from one area to another, I have to wait for that area to load in before the game will show me it. It'll just keep it a black screen. It might do that for everyone, but with the way my PS4 is, because I'm low on memory, I have enough just to run everything, but that's about it. I don't have any more room for any more games, so it's kind of at its limit. So when I go to load in from area to area, it does that.
You're right. Kujo Kamaji is on Cloud 9.
Have you been to the Cloud District before? Of course you haven't. What am I saying? Oh, that's freaking Nazim from Skyrim. Have you been to the Cloud District often? Of course you don't. What am I saying?
What do you think, Traveler?
He seems genuinely happy, but I'm bothered by how the whole thing began.
He chalked it up to her being coy, but that doesn't sound like the Hiragi Chisato I know. It bothers me also. But, unfortunately, attempting to seek the truth of the matter would likely be fruitless.
How so?
Yeah, how come? Whenever we come across stuff like this on our adventures, we always find a way to get to the bottom of it.
I see. So that's how adventurers think. In my opinion, we face two obstacles in this case. Firstly, we have very little information to go on, and I must be cautious about taking a stance. This makes it difficult to investigate. Secondly, and more importantly, the person involved doesn't seem to care. If we intervene without his blessing, good intentions may lead to catastrophic results.
You do have a point. Kamaji doesn't seem worried at all.
Everything in the world is intertwined. What looks like a simple outcome is often the result of multiple conflating reasons. Seeking the full truth would be a long and laborious process. It would be inefficient.
Speaking from experience, been here before.
Sort of. I have to take this approach, or the work of the Yashiro Commissioner would never be done. My opinion is something like this. When something strange happens, instead of trying to find out what could have caused it, it is better to look at the situation itself. If the outcome is positive, and no one was deceived or harmed in the process, then it is acceptable.
But are there really no negative consequences to this?
We don't know yet.
After all, we don't know what Hiragi Chisato's thoughts are, do we?
No, I guess we don't.
I have to say, I'm impressed by your ability to zero in on the issue from such a short meeting. Most insightful of you. You are thorough and thoughtful, just as my sister describes.
Huh? But Chisato and Kamaji have already talked everything through, haven't they?
Only if we are to take Kujo Kamaji at his word. But there are two sides to every story. I wish to know Hiragi Chisato's angle on this.
Makes sense, but Paimon still doesn't quite get it.
Don't worry about it. I was planning to visit the Hiragi clan to deliver my best wishes anyway. Let's take the opportunity to hear her thoughts. If she's as committed as Kujo Kamaji, perhaps they can navigate the challenges ahead successfully. But if not... well, life isn't always a smooth journey.
Losing it. Well, yeah, because it doesn't make sense. He said she asked him first, and that's what kind of stuck out to us for like, what? I mean, we're not saying that women can't ask men first, because usually it's the man who does it. And I think that's probably what seemed odd. I don't know. Oh.
There is still much to prepare for the wedding.
Everything's loading.
Should we also invite some prominent business leaders who frequently visit Rito?
At the very least, we should send them invitations.
I agree. Ah, hello there, Yashiro Commissioner.
I clicked it 5 times.
On this fine day?
As it happens, I'm here regarding the same wedding I believe I heard you discussing just now. I come bearing the felicitations of the Kamisato clan. Would Lady Hiragi happen to be available at this moment?
Our lady is entertaining guests right now, and we're not entirely sure how long she will be.
But please, do come in. We will arrange some tea and snacks for you and your attendants.
Hey! Paimon is not an attendant!
You misunderstand. These two are dear friends.
You're too kind.
We don't wish to impose. We'll just wander around in the general area. Apologies for the interruption while you're busy with preparations. Please, let us know once Lady Hiragi is available.
Nonsense, Commissioner. No imposition at all. This wedding is a joyful occasion, and all the other clans who serve the Hiragi clan are most delighted for them indeed. We're merely doing the best we can to make this wedding as grand an affair as possible.
When the time comes, we'll invite everyone in the clan and even the general public to attend.
That sounds splendid. We'll leave you to it.
Take care, Commissioner!
That guy sounds like he's about to die.
Seems like you guys talked a lot without actually saying anything.
Hence why I dislike small talk. Our timing was not ideal, but never mind. I spotted a stall on our way over where we can pass the time. The owner always manages to come up with novel ideas. I'm one of his regular customers.
I'm going slow so that I can let him finish that line. Sometimes I go too fast and I load into places and things, you know, break like this. See how it just loaded me in?
Oh, it's Tomoki!
He's like, you know them.
Ah, it's you! Good to see you again.
Yeah.
Seems like you're always showing up with the VIP in tow.
Yeah, because I was with Toma and then I was with Ayaka and now I'm with him.
Oh? So you know the owner as well?
I guess you can say that.
Yeah? We traded Dango Milk a while back with the all-lady Shogun in Inazuma City!
Ah, I see. So you were involved in that?
Yes. I was the one who saved Toma's vision from being stolen.
I'd caught wind of this Dango milk, but I didn't know that it had anything to do with you two.
It was a twist of fate.
I always order one of his creative drinks whenever I pass the stall. Flavor is always new and interesting. When I noticed he'd set up shop in Rito, I simply had to come by.
Oh, thanks to you all. My business is finally beginning to take off. More and more people are willing to give my creative cuisine a shot. It gave me the confidence to decide that I'm gonna stick to creative cuisine from now on. On the one hand, I wanted more people to be able to try out my culinary creations. On the other hand, I wanted my customers to experience the joy of being creative too. So I gave it a lot of thought and finally came up with an all-new business concept.
Sounds interesting. What is it this time?
I've decided to give complete creative control to the customer. I offer all sorts of ingredients, and they pick and choose whatever they want to mix with their milk or tea. As well as dango, I now offer rice cake, purple potato balls, black sugar, and sunsettia.
Do they really have go with milk? Hard to imagine, but who knows? It could be delicious.
What if I were to choose some ingredients you don't have here? Would that be okay?
Well, I guess so. Any novel ideas you have, Commissioner, please feel free to tell me. I'll go buy the ingredients right away.
He'll be like, no, I have them already.
The whole idea was to let my customers express their creativity freely. So of course, I shouldn't place restrictions on the ingredients if I can help it.
Excellent. There are a few things I'd like to try. Lavender melon, seagrass, and sea ganoderma.
What? You want to mix those with milk?
I do indeed. Why? What's wrong?
You really think that's gonna turn out tasting good?
It's all about the experience. The taste is secondary. It's great to try new things. Traveler, any thoughts?
I don't know about these two. Let's go with Dango. Lavender.
Sounds like a risky choice. Are you sure? Well, okay. Paimon will have the same as you.
3 milks with lavender melon, please.
No problem. Give me a second. I'll have them ready in just a moment.
Kratos' milk is ready.
Here, your milk is ready. Give it a try.
Oh boy.
Yep, just as Paimon suspected. Lavender melon does not taste good.
I think it tastes all right. It makes me feel in touch with Mother Nature.
Your review seemed pretty positive, but Paimon still thinks there are better combinations.
Taste is your key concern, yes?
Obviously! Tasty food and drinks are some of life's most important pursuits.
Well said. If I could say the same was true for me, I believe I'd be a very content man.
In other words, you have too many other things to worry about.
Yes. No one has unlimited energy, and I try to conserve mine for the things that really count. To create some mental breathing room, I try not to overthink the less critical matters. Having my sister attend public events in my stead, and having Toma as housekeeper has also been a great help, and allowed me to focus.
We're just passing the time here, though, right? Is there anything else to think about than what we're doing right now?
1 or 2 things. Let's continue this discussion somewhere else. I noticed something before we left the Hiragi clan's residence.
You saw who Chitaso was meeting. You ever heard those guys talking about them? And well, he didn't say who Chisato was meeting. She was in a room somewhere.
No, it was just a small detail. I was curious to know their thoughts on the wedding, so I asked them about it. Naturally, they responded that all other clans are happy for the Hiragi clan. But that's not the truth.
What do you mean?
Hiragi Shinsuke is still in prison, meaning the Kanjo Commission is the least stable in the Tri-Commission. Hiragi Chisato is the sole remaining pillar of her clan, but now she plans to marry into the Kujo clan. If I belonged to one of the assisting clans to the Hiragis, I would not be feeling optimistic about the future. But they didn't mention a word about that. They simply said they were delighted for them. These are not unintelligent people. I highly doubt it is because they simply do not realize.
I guess it is a bit strange.
I imagine they didn't want to discuss family issues in front of outsiders. But still, the more I think back over that conversation, the more it doesn't sit right. Keep a close eye on them, Hisashi.
Yes, sir.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
This is one of my most trusted members of the Shimatsu band. He's been quietly watching out for us this whole time.
Yeah, he has a bunch of ninjas and shit.
Merely doing my duty, sir.
Keep a close watch on the clan representatives we met today.
Well received. I'm on the case.
Oh, and I almost forgot. That milk I just had? Please order one more and deliver it to Toma.
As you wish, sir.
Oh no, poor Toma.
Good luck. Sorry. Should've went with Dango, because Dango's pretty good.
Sir Kamisato, Lady Hiragi's previous engagement is now concluded. She's waiting for you in the courtyard.
Thank you kindly. Let's go and see Hiragi Chisato.
I'm losing my mind. No, 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 no. We didn't go too far, so. Thought I saw the moon. I guess it's up there. Yes. That was a quick get up.
See you again, Chisato.
I heard that Sir Kamisato had brought some guests, but I didn't know it was you two.
It's been a while, Lady Hiragi. How have you been faring?
This is a rare privilege, Sir Kamisato. It is not often that I have the chance to meet you, let alone here in the comfort of my own home. I'm doing very well indeed, thank you. You must be so busy. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and congratulate Kamaji and I. It really means a lot.
But of course. The Tri-Commission are the servants of the Shogun, and we should look out for one another. In fact, we visited Sir Kujo just now. It's clear that he's very much looking forward to the wedding. Perhaps his joy is infectious, for I am now feeling rather elated myself. I sincerely wish you a joyful wedding and a blissful marriage.
Thank you for your kind words. This was not an easy decision to make. We will both have to work harder from now on. I'm sure the news will cause something of a stir. But come what may, we will stand as one and face whatever the future throws at us, together.
Sounds like things are pretty tough for you, Chisato.
Yes. To be honest, I'm still a little nervous about it all. But Kamaji has been so supportive. His promises have comforted me a lot.
It sounds like you have some considerable reservations, Lady Hiragi.
Yes. Well, there are so many things I need to consider. In case you were wondering, I was not actually entertaining VIPs just now. I was in fact meeting with one of the Kanjo Commission's officers, Shinojo.
Oh, really? Him?
Mm-hmm. He charged in all of a sudden and said that he had something very important to tell me. He didn't mince his words. Basically, he doesn't want me to marry Kamaji.
He finally went there.
He has always been a calm and contained person who never acts out of line. I was quite shocked to see him so agitated. But despite all that, what he was saying made a lot of sense. He thinks that now is a bad time for this wedding to happen. He pointed out that I am like the final pillar propping up my clan. If I marry into the Kujo clan, that pillar is taken away. There will no longer be a voice of authority in the Hiragi clan. And it could be a disastrous move for my personal image, too.
It's just two families becoming one big family, though, right? What's the big deal?
Traditionally, in Inazuma, clan affiliation influences every facet of life. After the wedding, Lady Hiragi will belong to the Kujo clan. The Kanjo Commission's attitude toward you may undergo some significant changes thereafter.
Precisely. This is a terrible thing to be saying, but I'm starting to have second thoughts. Maybe I went along with it all too easily. Maybe I allowed myself to be pushed into this. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I'm making my guests listen to me complaining.
No problem at all. The Yashiro Commission has a duty to listen to you. Now that I've heard your concerns, I should offer to help you as best I can. For instance, by helping you gather your thoughts on the matter. Now, We heard from Sir Kujo that his decision to tie the knot was prompted by a letter he received from you. But we've also heard that you did not write that letter. Sir Kujo thought that perhaps you were just being coy. Oh, dear. Perhaps I should have kept that part to myself.
What? But that was... It was just a prop in his playful proposal, wasn't it? It was clearly purpose design, what with all the fancy lettering and so on.
Fancy lettering, you say? So I am to understand that had it not been for this letter, you two may not have chosen this moment to be wed?
When it comes down to it... Yes, I think so. Oh, do you mean to say that this letter is not what I thought it to be?
Sir Kujo maintains that the letter was penned by your hand.
Huh? But then... How did it...
Either way, it's wonderful to see how much you both trust one another. In that sense, you could say that the origin of the letter is ultimately not of great importance.
No, it kind of seems like he was given a fake letter written by her, but it was somebody who just copied her handwriting. Which means it was like a forged letter. She didn't actually really write it, someone else did. Why are we not pointing that out?
Who knows? Perhaps Sir Kujo was the one being coy. After all, he had no particular reason to be forthcoming with us about the details of his playful proposal.
I understand. As you say, ultimately, the origin of the letter doesn't matter, but my position does matter. Kamaji and I thought that we needn't worry about anything that lies ahead, because we can face it all together. But now, I think I should give it some more thought.
Marriage is the most important decision of your life. Don't let yourself regret it. It is also part of the Yashiro Commission's job to help people through difficult times. I say this as an advocate for you personally, and for the Hiragi clan. Please, do not be compelled by circumstances to make any decision that goes against your will. To be together with the one you love is a sacred thing. It is my earnest wish that both of you may enjoy a bright and beautiful future, not a bittersweet one.
I'll take to heart every word you have said to me. I can't thank you enough, Sir Kamisato. I'll think very carefully about your advice.
All that matters is that you follow your heart. Since you'll be needing some time to think things over, we will excuse ourselves now.
Oh, wait! Let me see you out.
Thank you, Lady Hiragi, but there will be no need. Traveler, let's find somewhere to talk.
Look how he says that in front of her.
What should I do? Oh, Kamaji.
Oh my god, don't say it like that. I'm gonna die. Oh, it's kind of far, isn't it? Well, just flying over everything. Are you really going to, like, the edge of the freaking island to talk? What? Gimme. Whew. That roll didn't do any damage to him, and I thought it was.
Hiragi Chisato is on a totally different page than Kujo Kamaji. Ayato, why did you give her such vague suggestions? Couldn't you just have told her what you'd do in her position? Because Kaiman's pretty sure you have an idea.
I've said everything I can, given the Yashiro Commission's stance. Interfering too much with other commission's domestic issues will only create trouble. The more I think about it, the stranger this all seems. But Hiragi Chisato has yet to see it. We must be vigilant.
Strange? In what way?
Someone wants Hiragi Chisato to be married as soon as possible, and if my guess is right, it is someone from within the Kanjo Commission. This person is presumably also responsible for the mysterious and misleading letter. Think about this. A lowly officer is greatly worried about Hiragi Chisato's future, while the heads of the supporting clans ostensibly have no concern at all. It doesn't add up. When someone's words and actions do not match, you need to infer their intentions from their behavior.
So is someone trying to get Hiragi into trouble? So is someone trying to coveting Hiragi's position? I think that's what it is. They want her gone so they can take over.
Yes. It's a smart strategy. Far superior to the one adopted by the Tenryou Commission's Takatsukasa clan. Even had the forged letter failed and been seen for what it was,
my hearing.
there would have been no repercussions. They could simply have explained it away as a misguided but well-meaning matchmaking attempt by a member of the family.
Okay, hold on. Something's happening to me. I don't know what happened. Okay, I think I'm fine now. Oh my god. I've been getting like that lately where I'll just be here and I just start to get lightheaded, or it was like my hearing in my left ear went like dulled and there was like a ringing in both my ears where it felt like somebody had put something over my ears, like a cup of air or something, but I'm just sitting here in my room. I'm by myself. I don't know what happened. Alright, sorry.
But if the letter were to achieve its goal, as it has so far, the perpetrator would successfully weaken the Hiragi clan without ever having to lift a finger against them, all under the guise of simply encouraging a wedding.
I just haven't been well. Like I said, I was sick all of April with the bacterial infection. And then last month I was sick with a different bacterial infection that I just got over on the 4th of this month, and I actually got it again, the same one. I was only healed for about a week, and then starting Monday of this week, because today's June 16th, I got the same bacterial infection again from something I either ate or did. Because I'm really lacking in nutrients and vitamins, and I'm like really, like, I'm basically malnutrition. They basically, when I went to the hospital last month, they said that I'm severely dehydrated, even though I do drink water. I do drink it a lot. That's all I usually drink anyway. I rarely get like milk or orange juice or pop or any types of drinks, anything else. But they said that I was dehydrated. And they also said that I wasn't eating enough or eating well at all. And I only eat once a day, because that's all I got. That's all I can do. So because I'm also lacking in certain other like vitamins and stuff, I'm even back on some vitamin D pills because they said that my level's too extremely low. Even when they did blood work on me, they said I'm lacking in a lot of stuff, which is causing me to feel weak and sick and tired all the time. Plus, I also have some illnesses that can't be cured that I'm also that are plaguing my body. So I get random moments of weakness where I feel like I'm gonna pass out or faint. And then, like what happened now, I feel disoriented all the time, especially like in my head. I'll just start to feel really like weird. Everything feels shifty, and I'm just like, oh god, like it's like that feeling where you like vertigo, but not vertigo. It's hard to explain that. I don't know what happened just now though. Like something like went into my left ear, and both my ears were ringing, and my whole hearing just completely like shifted. My head felt weird. I don't know what the hell happened. So.
With Hiragi Chisato having married into the Kujo clan and the head of the Hiragi clan in prison, challenges to the Hiragi clan's leadership would begin to emerge throughout the ranks of the Kanjo Commission. Eventually, another clan would take the Hiragi clan's place.
A reasonable theory, but it's just a theory. Unfortunately, there's no evidence. That sounds kind of like you're fucking wrong. I'm just saying, well, reasonable theory, but it's just a theory.
Actually, we have evidence. His name is Shinojo.
Okay, calm down. Don't glare at me like that. Fucking Jesus Christ.
Shinojo?
He should be back by now.
Yes, sir.
That's the second time you've done that! I will not deal with this.
Did they take one of the Kanjo Commission officers away?
Yes. His name is Shinojo.
Fucking magic.
As I expected, they cannot afford to let this opportunity pass them by. They have to act now while the Hiragi clan is at its weakest. Hiragi Chisato had been persuaded by Kujo Kamaji, and the wedding was sure to go ahead. But after Chisato's meeting with Shinojo, She began to have second thoughts. In their eyes, Officer Shinojo has interfered with their plan.
But why